So we're going to come down onto the mat, just lying down on your back to start off with. Okay. Just lying down with your feet hip distance apart. Hands just down by your side, feeling that belly draw towards your spine. We're just going to start with a couple of pelvic tucks. You're going to start by trying to flatten and press down that spine. You're going to inhale, scoop and press it down. And as you exhale, feel it lift back up as you return to a neutral spine. We're going to inhale, press down, exhale, release up. So you're going to feel a slight shift in your pelvis, scooping and tucking under, a little bit of activation through your glutes and your hamstrings, and into that tummy as well. And then releasing, keeping that upper body nice and relaxed. Scooping, tucking under, and release. Let's go 2 more times just like that. Squeeze under, and release. 1 more time. And release. We're going to continue from here. We're going to start to lift up into our bridge. So we're going to start to tuck under once more. Press into your heels, lift your hips. Squeeze those booties. And then lower all the way back down, 1 vertebra at a time. We're going to scoop and lift, press up, keeping that belly drawing in. Think of those ribs lacing together, drawing inwards, and lower all the way back down, coming back to that neutral spine. Roll, scoop, lift, dig those heels in, get those hamstrings to work, and then roll all the way back down. Keeping those knees pointing straight up to the sky. And lower. Tuck, lift, lower, back down. A few more times like that, you guys. Squeeze and lift, making sure that you're thinking of those hips going more up rather than trying to lift them up too high. You don't want to go so high that you feel yourself coming back into your neck. You want to keep that weight and pressure out of your neck and really squeeze that booty. Focusing more on that lift and switching one of your glutes and hamstrings rather than worrying about how high you can get those hips up. Good. 2 more here. The last one, holding it there, hold it. From here, we're going to lower down just halfway lower, lift, halfway lower, lift, down a little, up a little, down a little, up a little. Making sure your upper body's staying nice and relaxed. You're not crunching into your neck, and you're keeping that tummy pulling in. Let's go for 4, push. 3, squeeze, 2, lift. Last one, hold it up, hold. Little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it all the way back down. Nice up, guys. Just bring those knees towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Just releasing, releasing that lower back a little bit, and those hamstrings. Yeah. Alrighty, popping those legs down, hands down by your side. Let's bring our right leg up into a tabletop position. Knee in line with hip and your ankle down in line with your knee. From here, keep your toes pointed or flat, but leave them openly in between. We're going to inhale, exhale, stretch that leg out nice and long, and then draw it back in. Tabletop, exhale out. And exhale. In. Reach, extend. And in. Let's go 2 more times, just like that. Lengthen. And in. 1 more time, hold it out. Good. From here, flex that foot. Leg is nice and straight. Try and keep your knees straight. Let's draw that leg up towards the sky. Up So because we're just working that one leg, we want to try and keep that neutral spine. So again, that slight lift for your lower back, which will make those tummies work a little bit harder. If it's feeling a bit uncomfortable on your back, you can always push your spine down into your mat if you need to. Let's go for 2 more. Last one. Lower it down. Point those toes. Bend on knee in. Stretch it out. Flex that foot. Lift it up. Take it down. Point. In. Out. Flex your foot. Lift and lower. Point. Knee in. Out. Flex. Up and down. Point. Knee and stretch. Flex. Up and down. Point. Knee and stretch. Last one. Flex. Lift. Down. Point. Bring that knee to chest. Nice. Give that little bit of a circle in your hip joint. Switching off through those quads. Circle the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Please, and that leg back down. Left leg up, down, just our single leg extension. So leg comes up, stretch those toes if you can. Inhale, exhale, stretch it out. Inhale in and out. So with this one, make sure that there's no movement through your pelvis. We want to try and keep that pelvis nice and still. In and stretch. In and stretch. 4, 3, 2. Hold it out. Flex your foot, toes up towards your face. Lifting that leg up to the sky. And lower back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We lift. And lower. Squeeze, lift. Lower. Keeping this going, guys. Keeping that spine nice and still. As you lift your leg, if you need to bend it a little bit to get that lift, that's fine. Please go for it. If you're not able to lift that leg up to the sky, that's fine. Just bend it back into tabletop. We're going for 4, 3, 2. Lower that leg down. Stretch those toes. Bend your knee in. Stretch it out. Flex your foot. Let's lift. Up and down. You should feel that quad starting to work. It's doing a lot of movement for that leg and your hip. In, out, flex, up, down, point, in, out, flex, up, and down. Keep going, guys. Point in. Flex to up. In, out, up, and down. Try to keep that other leg nice and still as much as you can. Keeping that spine nice and centered. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hug that knee in. Good job, you guys. Give it a little circle, switching that quad and your hip up. Just giving it a bit of release. Popping that leg down. Alrighty, let's leave those hips alone for a moment. Let's just work into our upper bodies, warming those paws up at the top a little bit more. Releasing your hands together, hands behind your head. Your thumbs can run down the back of your neck so that you're a bit more supported. You're in a neutral spine once more. Make sure that you're not overarching and lifting. Think about your rib cage roaring together and your tummy pulling in. Elbows are wide, shoulders are down your back. When you inhale, exhale, exhale it up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Lower. And squeeze. Down. Up. So as you come on up, guys, try and get it so you just got the tips of your shoulder blades resting on the floor. But of course, making sure that you're not crunching forwards and overstretching the back of that neck. Imagine that you're holding onto an orange and you're just keeping it there. So if you need to keep these pellets a little smaller, that's fine. Four, three, two. Holding your next one up, little squeezes, little pulses. Lift, lift, lift. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Good. All right, you guys, we're gonna roll onto our side. Let's roll onto our right side. If you can, that would be super. Grab a quick drink if you need to. And we're gonna lie all the way down on our arm. We're then gonna stack our legs one on top of the other. You're gonna bend your knees so that your feet are in line with your hips. They're not right forward. Your legs are a little back. Think about that top hip pressing away. That way you get that lift through your underneath side of the body. From here, keeping your toes connected, you're going to start to open and lift that top knee. Open and close. Open and close. So this whole sequence can be done with a stretch band if you have one and you want to use it. By all means, go and grab it and quickly pop it above your knees. Otherwise, you can still get a good solid workout without that band in. Your hand can either be resting on your hips. It's good to get feedback to make sure that as your knee lifts, that you're not rolling off and letting go through that tummy area. Think about your hips stacking and your hips drawn towards one another. Otherwise, that hand can just be resting down on the floor if you need a little help with that today. Go for 3, 2, last one, resting it down. Keeping your legs in that position, all we're doing is lifting our feet up, and we're going to go again. Open and close. Open and close. So even though your feet have lifted up, make sure that you're not sinking in your side. Keep yourself lifting away from the floor. We're going to lift and hold this one. Kick that leg out. Bend it back in. Lower back down. An open. Kick. In. Down. Open. Kick. In. And down. Four. 3. 2. Holding your next one all the way out, flexing that foot, little pulses up and down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing that leg back in and lower everything down. Nice. Give that butt a little tap out if you need to. Good job. All right, one more sequence to go, you guys. You're going to bring your knees now up in line with your hips. You're changing that position. Your feet are down in line with your knees, like you're sitting nice and proper on a chair. Stay lying down, lifting that top leg up and extend it back. Keeping your hips stacked, make sure that you're not rolling forward or rolling back. Keep yourself stacked in a strong position. From here, we're going to bend in, out, in, out, all of the clans today. Good. 10 more seconds for you guys. Three, two, holding your next one all the way out, little circles up and around. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse through the other way. The 4, 3, 2, hold, and release. Good job, you guys. Tap it out once more if you need to. Good job. Alrighty, we're going to come up and over onto our hands and knees into a 4-point kneel position. So you're going to have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And instead of just doing a normal cat cow, we're going to go side to side. So you want to think about your hips going towards your head. And then wriggle over to the other side. Going over and over. So you're moving in a lateral plane. Good. 3, 2, 1, coming into a neutral position. All right, guys, from here, we are going to be doing some push-ups to work a little bit into the upper body and into the front of your body. So you have a few options. You can stay in your 4-point kneel. Just take your hands out a little wider and slightly internally rotate them. So fingers slightly together. You can do your push-ups from here. You can take your legs a little further back and take your push-ups there. If you can go all the way up into your full push-up, by all means, go for it. If you need to come up against a wall and do your push-ups against a wall, maybe a kitchen bench or a chair, just so that you don't have as much pressure on your wrists, by all means, you can do that. If you've got issues with your wrists and doing push-ups at all, grab a set of weights, lie on your back, and do some open flies there. That will still work your biceps and your pecs, which are the muscles that we target in your push-ups. But in that full push-up, you're getting into the rest of your body as well. So just finding whatever position works best for you. The hands and knees, full press, up against the wall, grab weights if you need to, whatever you like. Draw your tummy in, whatever position you're in. Make sure that you're not sticking your butt out super underneath you. Bend your elbows, take yourself down and press. Down and press. So elbows going out nice and wide today. That way you are working more through the front of your chest. You're then making sure that your sternum is going down towards the floor and that your body is moving in a nice long diagonal line. So as you go down, you're not leaving your butt behind you unless you're in your 4-point kneel and doing your push-ups from there. Your butt needs to stay in the F now. Otherwise, in whatever other position you're in, make sure that your butt is going with you. Down, press. 4, 3, 2. Hold your next one down, little pulse here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sitting back, have a little rest, stretch out here. Grab a drink if you need to, guys. Shake your hands out. Do what you want to do. Coming up, roll our shoulders out. We're going to be doing our sideline glutes on the other side, so turning onto your lap. And just lying all the way down. Bending your knees. Bringing your feet in line with your hips. Pressing your top hip away. Lifting through the underneath side of your body. Squeezing your feet together. And just start to lift up and down. Again, you want to make sure that your hips are stacked one on top of the other and really working into those rotating muscles through those hips. Hand can be on your hip or resting on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Resting it down. We're going to go into our elevated climb series now. So you're going to lift your feet off the floor. You're then going to start to open and lift that top leg. Open, lower, squeeze, and down. Lift, lower. Nice, guys. Keep drawing away from the floor. Let's add our kick out on this next one. So you're going to lift, extend, in, and down. Lift, extend, in, and down. Open, reach, in, down. Keep on going, you guys. 2 more. Hold it out. Little circles here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Good. Bring it in and lower all the way down. Awesome work, you guys. Tap that butt out if you need to. Good job. All right, we're going to bring our legs forward in front of us now. Good. So you're sitting on a chair. So knees are in line with your hips, ankles in line with your knees. You're going to lift that top foot and reach along. Toes can be flexed or pointed, your choice with this one. Just don't leave them sort of dangling down. So we're going to bend, knee in, and stretch. In, and stretch. As you bring your knee in, try not to let it just sort of collapse down and rest on that other leg. Really trying to keep it lifted up to that hip height. Stretching out, bringing it in. Just got 10 more seconds and then we've got these pulses. 3, 2, holding your next one all the way out. Little pulses here, up and down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower down. Good job, you guys. Give yourself a little tap out for a quick drink if you need to. And then just rolling back onto your back if it's small. Hands down by your side. Drawing your tummy in, pressing it down into the floor. We're going to bring both legs up into a tabletop position. You can keep those legs there, squeezing in. Take your hands now out to a nice T shape. So they're out on the floor, nice and wide, squeezing those legs in. We're moving into our pendulum. So you're going to slightly lower your legs to one side and then bring them up and over to the other. So let's inhale. Exhale, take them over to the right. Bring them up. And then over to the left. Bring them back up. So your shoulder blades are staying pressing down to the floor. And just your opposite hip is going to lift up slightly to allow for that lower. Your obliques are working. If this tabletop position is feeling easy peasy and all good for you, then your advancement is to extend your legs up towards the sky. If you need to keep a bend in those knees, you guys, then go for it. Otherwise, try and stretch out as much as possible. Lower over to one side. Lift. Lower over to the other. And lift. We want to make sure whichever position you're in, straight or bent legs, that you're not putting too much push into that hand. Your hands are just there to stabilize you a little bit. You're really working those obliques to control that lower down and to squeeze up. You want to make sure that you're not using momentum to just swing them side to side. It's a lower down and a squeeze up. So lower, lower, squeeze, lift, over, and up, over, and up. Let's go 4, and squeeze, the 3, and squeeze. Let's go 2, and lift. Last one, lift, and then hug your knees back in. Get working, guys. Give yourself a little rock side to side if you need to. Hands back by your side, legs straight up towards the sky. Modification is your tabletop position. On the legs are nice and straight. Similar to when we started, you have the option to lower, straight legs, or stretch it out. Either one. Inhale, exhale, lower, lift, down, and up. Lower, lift, down, and up. Whichever position you're in, if you'd like to progress, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. So down, up, down, and up. If you need to take hands behind your head, you can. Down, lift, down, lift. Let's go a little faster. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug it in. Rest it down. Rock side to side. Nice work, you guys. Alrighty. Just taking the time. Cool. Alright, let's go one more exercise. Similar to the straight leg lowers that we did. So you can either bring your legs up into tabletop, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, grab hold of one leg, stretch it out like that, or stretch your leg up, reach. I'm going to inhale, 2 little pulses in, swap it over, swap it over, swap it over. Keep going, you guys. A little tighter. Keep on going. 2 little puffs, and then swap it over. You can do this with me coming into your chest, or in, swap. In, swap. Good, legs straight. Swap. Swap. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hug, bring legs in. Rock side to side. Start to rock backwards and forwards. And come up to a seated position. Alright, you guys, let's stretch it out. So, bend in one leg in, take one leg up and over, so doing a little bit of a spinal stretch. Hug your right knee towards you, and just taking a gentle twist over to one side. And then when you're ready, stop. Hug it in. If it's not comfortable having that bottom leg bent in, you can always stretch it out in front of you. Pop one leg over, hug it in, twist it there if you need. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Gently release.
Both feet are forward in front of you. Let's flex those toes up towards you. Reach your hands up to the sky. You need to bend your knees. Go for it. Take a nice deep breath in, lift a little taller, and then reach up and over towards your toes. You can only get as far as your shins, that's fine. If you get as far as your ankles, that's fine. Just whatever works best for you. And gently release, roll it all the way back up. Alrighty, bringing those legs around behind you. Coming into a kneeling position. If you need to fold a mat up or grab a cushion, go for it. We're just going to stretch our quads and hips out just a little bit. So let's bring our left foot forward. Pop your hands into your hips. You're then going to tuck your pelvis under, so scoop and tuck. So like you did at the very start when we went into our pelvic tucks and pushed our spine down, that's the same movement that you want to find for this stretch. So you should get that stretch through your hip flexor and down into your quad, depending on how tight you are. If you're not feeling anything, that's okay. Stay in this position and try and tuck a little bit more. You start to move forward into your lizard stretch. The stretch is going to become a little bit different. And you'll start to compress a bit more into your spine. So try and stay up, lengthen through that back, especially the lower part of your back. Hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Swapping sides. You do feel comfortable going down into that lizard stretch and you want to, by all means go for it. Otherwise, stay here, try and find that tuck, lift up tall. For 3, 2, and 1, gently release. All right, you guys, take a nice big breath in, lift those shoulders up towards your ears, and then roll them back. One more time, let's lift. And exhale, roll them back. All right, you guys, we are all done for today. Thank you so much for your awesome work. Any questions or feedback, let us know here at Ormond. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your Thursday afternoon.